Liverpool 2025-2026 football season. Can Liverpool be considered favorite to win the Premier League this season? Can Liverpool be considered favorite to win the UEFA Champions League this season? I am going to answer all of these questions in this video. In this same video, you guys are going to see how the season is going to look like and how the season is already looking like. So if this is the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, I am inviting you to just be patient, watch the video carefully till the end, and tell me what you think about Liverpool and how far you think they can go this season, because they have made a lot of signings this summer. Now let us jump into the details. When you take a look at this Liverpool, right, I'm going to start with the season previews because they are going to play the Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So let us start with the season preview. When you take a look at Liverpool's squad and compare to other squads around Europe, around European countries, like around European leagues, you notice that Liverpool has the best squad in the world right now. When you take a look at Liverpool, you know they have the best squad in the world right now. The reason why I'm saying this is simple. When you take a look at the goalkeeper, it's a world-class goalkeeper. They have world-class defenders. They have world-class midfielders, world-class attackers. Now they have just signed Alexander Isak. He is still to play his first game with Liverpool, right? He is still to play his first game with Liverpool. And when you even take a look at their Premier League run already, they have played 3 Premier League games. The first game they played against Bournemouth, won the game 3-2. The second game they played against Newcastle, won the game 3-2. The third game they played against Arsenal, won the game 1-0. And when you take a look at the Premier League table, Liverpool is the only club that have won all their 3 Premier League games. So they have 9 points out of 9. There is Chelsea with 7 points. There is also Crystal Palace that is still to suffer a defeat, but Liverpool is the only club that have won all their 3 games in these first 3 Premier League games of the season. And many people are asking a question: how is Ancelotti going to play with 2 strikers? And the deal is this: the season is going to be long. Why? Because there are Premier League games to play this season, there are UEFA Champions League games to play this season, there are Carabao Cup games to play this, and many other games to play this season. So all of these players are going to be useful. All of these players are going to be useful in such a way that all of them are going to have enough playing time. When you take a look at the new signings, Hugo Ekitike, who has 3 goals, 1 assist to his name already. That's 4 goals contribution in his first 4 official games as a Liverpool player. The first official game that Hugo Ekitike played was the Carabao Cup against Crystal Palace, where they suffered a defeat, right? Hugo Ekitike scored in that game. That was his first official game as a Liverpool player. He scored in that game against Bournemouth. In his first official Premier League game, he scored and assisted in that game. The second game against Newcastle, he scored again, but the third game against Arsenal, he did not score. But when you take a look at the general stats of Hugo Ekitike with Liverpool, they are very, very good. Now they have signed another striker, Alexander Isak from Newcastle. How is Alexander Isak going to integrate into this squad? One thing I know for sure is that Ancelotti is a coach with a lot of experience. He is a coach with a lot of experience, and we all saw it last season. So the guy is gradually going to introduce this player into the squad. He can use a formation of 4-3-3, 4-4-2. So those are possible formations that Ancelotti can use this season with the current squad that he's having. And I think there is going to be a lot of rotation at the level of the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, right? Because it is not going to be easy, guys. Let me not even pretend to you, it is not going to be an easy run for both clubs in the English Premier League, because Liverpool and their squad is coming for it all. The only club that have won 3 games, their first 3 Premier League games of the season, is already sending a message that they can win the Premier League title. Now, when you take a look at the Liverpool squad, my problem now is Konate. That's the transfer rumors. Konate is not extending his contract, and he might be leaving at the end of the season. Remember, Liverpool tried to sign Maguire. Everything was almost at the final stages, 100% completed, but it happened that the deal actually failed, so Maguire had to return back to Crystal Palace. Liverpool is going to try this season with Van Dijk and Konate. There is still Joe Gomez, and there is Leon that they bought from Parma. So they get Leone that they bought from Parma. So there are still some players on the bench. Jeremy Frimpong is set to return immediately after this international break. Milos Kekes is 100% fit. Szoboszlai is 100% fit. Mark Allister is also set to return after the international break. Mohamed Salah is 100% fit. Florian Wirtz 100% fit. Hugo Ekitike 100% fit. That is just to tell you how long the season is going to look like. Federico Chiesa was one of the players that was supposed to leave Chelsea. sorry, to leave Liverpool this summer, but it did not happen. But I think the guy is useful because he was even the one that scored the winning goal against Bournemouth before Mohamed Salah scored the fourth goal. Sorry, at the start of the video I said Liverpool won the game 3-2, where they won the game 4-2. So when you just take a look at this Liverpool squad already, it's frightening, man. The team is looking scary, and I believe that they are going to win a lot of things this season. When you take a look also at this Liverpool squad, the main question that people are asking, and we all cannot wait to see this weekend, is what formation is Arne Slot going to use with his players? If he's using the formation 4-3-3, which players is he going to use at the level of the midfield? Because that is where we have problems. There is Szoboszlai, there is Mac Allister, there is Gravenberch, there is Florian Wirtz. Which of these players is going to sit on the bench? No matter the formation that he used, which of these players is going to sit on the bench? Because Van Dijk, Konate, Milos Kerkez and Jermaine Frimpong are the 4 defenders. When it comes to the level of the midfield, if he is using the formation of 4-4-2, now if he plays Gravenberch, Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai and Mac Allister, now it means he needs only 2 attackers. Is it going to be Hugo Ekitike alongside Mohamed Salah, Jermaine Frimpong, Alexander Isak alongside Mohamed Salah, or Cody Gakpo alongside Mohamed Salah? Because that is the main problem with this squad like this. Many of us are analyzing from afar. Many of us are thinking from afar. Many of us are trying to bring a solution to something that is not even a problem from afar. And that is the question that people will be asking. What formation is Arne Slot going to use? What formation is Arne Slot going to use? Guys, if you have watched a video right up to this point, before I continue, just let me know, what formation do you think can be the best for Arne Slot this season? And if you tell me the formation, name the players, because that is where I'm interested. I'm very much interested in knowing the players that you think Arne Slot is going to use. There are people that are choosing the formation 4-3-3. I want to know the players. 4-4-2. I want to know the players. 4-1-2-1-2. I want to know the players. No matter the formation you give me, just name the players. So let me also know. There are people that are suggesting the formation of 3-4-3. Just let me know in the down in the comment section the players, because that is where I'm very much interested. Now, when you take a look at this Liverpool squad, you discover that there are some players that we can refer to them as key players. When it comes to the level of the defense, Virgil van Dijk, the team captain, is the key player at the level of the defense. He is even the key player in this Liverpool squad. When you go to the level of the midfield, there is Gravenberch. He is the key player of that midfield. He is the key player of that midfield. In what sense? He is the defensive midfielder in this Liverpool squad. He won the best Premier League young player of the season last season, and I think his levels are gradually improving every day. Against Newcastle, he scored a goal, so he has 1 goal already to his name this season, just after match day 3, right? So he is the key player to me at the level of the midfield. Florian Wirtz joined the club at a very expensive fee. To me, he is not the key player at the level of the midfield ahead of Gravenberch. Szoboszlai is not the key player ahead of Gravenberch. Mac Allister is not the key player ahead of Gravenberch at the level of the midfield. When you go to the level of the attack, Mohamed Salah is a solution finder. Yes, that's why when you take a look at the 3 games that Liverpool have played so far, the game against Arsenal, Mohamed Salah, his stats were not that good. But was he substituted? No. Hugo Ekitike was substituted. Yes, in that game, he was substituted. But Mohamed Salah was not substituted because the coach is seeing something in him. He is the key player of the attack. That's why I said when you take a look at this Liverpool squad, you cannot pick out one player as a key player of the team, because there are rules. At the level of the defense, Van Dijk. At the level of the midfield, Gravenberch. At the level of the attack, there is Mohamed Salah. Alexander Isak is still to play his first game, and I think it is not going to make sense if you ask a Liverpool player now, what formation are you expecting to see from Arne Slot, and the guy is telling you that maybe 4-3-3, Alexander Isak as a striker, Hugo Ekitike on the bench. It's not going to make sense because Hugo Ekitike has proven that he deserves a starting spot. Now it is time for Arne Slot to gradually introduce Alexander Isak so the world can see if he can suit into his style of play. Right now, let us take a look at the predictions of the season, which is where many people are very much interested. How is the season going to look like? That's the question many people are asking. Liverpool missed a lot of trophies last season. They missed the UEFA Champions League. They were eliminated by PSG. Can they be considered favorite to win the UEFA Champions League this season? If you have been following my live stream on YouTube, on TikTok, right, you will notice that every day I keep on singing, I don't see any country, sorry, any club. I don't know why I keep on making mistakes. I don't see any club in this UEFA Champions League stage that can be considered favorite to win the UEFA Champions League ahead of Liverpool. I don't see any club. I don't see any club. I know Real Madrid is considered one of the favorite, PSG one of the favorite, Chelsea one of the favorite, Tottenham one of the favorite, Arsenal one of the favorite, Barca one of the favorite, Bayern one of the favorite, but I place Liverpool ahead of all these guys. So to me, Liverpool is one of the clear favorites to win the UEFA Champions League this season. At the level of the Premier League, is Liverpool considered favorite to win the Premier League this season? I'll give them a 50% chance of winning the Premier League this season, and the other 19 clubs, I'm going to take the other 50% and distribute to the other 19 clubs. I don't know if I'm making sense. To me, Liverpool stands a chance ahead of every other club to win the Premier League title this season. There is the Carabao Cup. Can Liverpool win the trophies? Yes, I think they are going to win it because they missed it last season, and I think they are not going to take any chances again this season. Guys, I'm not going to make the video long, right? The only reason why I'm making this video is to understand what you guys are thinking, what you guys are actually thinking about Liverpool, because at this point in time, if you're a football fan, you are watching the Premier League and you are not asking yourself what formation is and a slot going to use, even if you are not a Liverpool fan, right? It means you are not watching the Premier League. Many people are asking the question. You see Manchester United fans asking the question, how is Liverpool going to play? There are Manchester City fans asking, how is Liverpool going to play? Arsenal fans are asking, how is Liverpool going to play? Because they got two world-class strikers. They have a lot of midfielders. Now the problem now is who is going to sit on the bench and who is going to be a starter. That is the main purpose of this video that I'm making. So if you have watched a video right up to this level, just let me know down in the comment section what you think can be the best formation for an slot this season with Liverpool. Is it going to be 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 3-4-3, any formation you name in the comment section? Also give me the names of the players, and most importantly, you know, football is defined by trophies. No matter how good your club is, if you don't win trophies, they are not going to give you the glory. So what are the possible trophies that you think Liverpool is going to win this season? Remember, they are going to participate in the Premier League. They are already participating in the Premier League. The UEFA Champions League is set to start in less than 2 weeks from now. So do you think Liverpool can win the Premier League, win the UEFA Champions League? Should I just call it a tremble this season? Do you think Liverpool can win a tremble this season? And if you are watching this video as well, tell me what you think can be the biggest mistake for Liverpool this season. So there are many questions I'm asking you: the formation, the possible trophies they can win, and the possible mistakes and slot can make this season. Guys, I've come to the end of this video, and if this is the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, I am inviting you to hit a thumb up to this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and most importantly, you turn on the notification bell so when next I post videos that are similar to this one, you'll be one of the first people to see. And most importantly, I am just starting up my YouTube channel and I am lacking in so many places. So I like when I'm being taught by some football fans. If you heard anything I mentioned in this video that you think is not making sense, just let me know as well down in the comment section so I can get to do better in my next video. See you guys until my next video.